Hi, good morning guys, thanks for joining me. First video 2018, so I'd just like to wish everyone a happy new year. I know we're around about the 10th or the 11th now. I did come out one day last week to do a video. We had a little bit of an accident where the camera fell off the tripod. Landed in a load of wet grass, so it's taken a week for it to dry out. So fingers crossed everything's going to be okay. If not, we'll probably have to buy a new camera at some point, but we'll just see how we get on today. So I thought we'd do in today's video, just a real quick video. I've got a few items here which I've been crafting over the past week. What I'd like to do is give these away to some of the subscribers. So again, from me to you, just a massive thank you. We're going to do the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So I thought we'd do is just run through a few of the items. I think we've got around about 5 prizes this time. So if we just give everyone just a little bit more of a chance of winning something. And if you're interested, dead easy to enter. I'll talk all about that, you know, just near the end of the video. But first of all, we're just going to run through them, show the kind of things that I've made, and the kind of things which you can win. So we just run through the items which I'd like to give away, and like I said, there's around about 5 prizes in total. The majority of it is leatherwork, but I am going to include just a couple of nice ferro rods in the prizes as well. So just starting off, this is going to be the first prize, and then the second prize is these in the centre, and then third, fourth and fifth are these small items just over on this side here. So just starting off with the first prize, the bigger item here is an axe loop, so you can actually just fasten that just on a belt. And this is 3.5mm veg tan leather, same colour as all the rest of the items. This is the chestnut brown. I do like that colour brown, it does match just a couple of the nice sheets which I've got, and to buying the leather in the first place. So all these have been finished off, all the edges have been burnished, they've all been dyed, they've also been sealed, so if you wanted to you can just use them straight away. You haven't got to worry about proofing the leather. I've actually done that for you, you know, prior to you receiving them. So just running alongside the belt loop, we've got another belt loop here for a ferro rod. And for those of you which wear a knife like I've got on at the moment, it doesn't have a ferro rod holder on the sheath itself, so it just means then that you can put your ferro rod on your belt. You don't have to rummage around in your fire kit then to find things, and everything's always at hand. So this is 2.5mm veg tan leather with the Tree of Life stamp just on the back there with the nice tan stitching. The stitching actually come out, it looked a little bit of a yellow colour, but you know, when I brought the thread it was a tan thread. And then just a little key fob, obviously just to put on your car keys or your house keys, that kind of thing. And then just running alongside the prize, there's a nice ferro rod here. I've actually ordered these from California by a guy called Fat Bob. I've had around about 3 or 4 of these in the past, and this was the last one. So what I thought to do was obviously just give it you guys, just to say thanks for supporting the channel. Exotic, I think it's an African hardwood, and there's some kind of stone which has been shaped and also polished out there just on the base, and it is a hard rod, so again very similar to like my fire, and they're the kind of sort which I do like. The diameter of it is a 3/8 ferro rod, and all these holders here I've actually made so they will fit these like my fire rods, but they will expand just a little bit if the rod's just a little bit thicker. And then what I've done, just put a little bit of elastic on it just so it can fasten around the side and actually just clip, make sure that you don't lose it out of the holder itself. The second prize, again we're going to give away one of the little belt loops, and this time we're going to give a like my fire ferro rod. This is the one with the coconut shell handle. I've not seen these before. It looks quite nice and it does match the leather, and that's a little bit a bit tarty, but you know, it is a nice match. And then the third, fourth and fifth prize, again we're going to give a ferro rod holder. 2 of these are a single piece of leather which I've actually riveted and stitched, and on there we've got a paracord lanyard, and this lanyard itself can actually be adjusted just by pulling the knot, so you can actually tighten it up, and then when you want to take it off you can actually just pull them again and open that loop up. And then one of these I've actually made as a belt loop, a little bit shorter, so you can actually wear it as a necker as well, but I've actually put a lanyard on there so you can actually wear that obviously as a necker, or if you wanted to you can actually put it on your belt. So if it says that you've got a knife and the sheath doesn't have a ferro loop on it like this one doesn't here, or perhaps using a Moore or something like that, it now means I can put the ferro rod on the hip and I know where it is at all times. And with these kind of things, once you do get into them, if you want to make them yourself, you can make them as big or you can make them as small as you like. Like this one here, I've actually made this for a 6" by 3/4" ferro rod, double stitched just to make it just a little bit stronger, but the procedure was exactly the same as the others. If it says that you're interested in making these kind of things, I can certainly put a small video together just showing you the kind of tools that you need, the techniques which I've used about the stitching, the wet forming and all the burnishing and that kind of thing. Because to buy these off Amazon and eBay, you're paying anywhere between £20 and £30 for them, where at the end of the day, if you get yourself a little bit of leather and you've just got the appropriate tools, you can probably make one of these for around about £5 or £6. So there we have it, guys, and for those of you which want to enter the competition and win something like this, all you got to do is just leave a comment saying enter me into the competition, and then we'll do the draw sometime next week and we'll get these prizes sent over to you. So like always, that just leaves me to say thanks a lot for you stopping by and watching the video. Thanks a lot for supporting the channel, and until next time, you take care and I'll see you again.